Hey there, I'm Anand, and this is the first new video of this different direction I'm going with this YouTube channel. So I am extremely nervous, and I'm going to do my best to provide as much value as possible. So what I wanted to do is to change up the channel. So far it's been something that was kind of just me fooling around. I spent years talking about making a YouTube channel and never actually did anything with it. And so the last year and a half or so, I guess 2 years now, just about, I challenged myself to just go out there and make videos. I think on like several occasions, I literally just pointed the camera at myself and told myself that no matter what I said, no matter how silly it might be, I'm going to record it. Well, I've decided a different direction I want to be taking things, and it has to do with providing as much value as possible. See, I want to make it to where I can share a lot of the perspective and things that I've changed. Of course, the person who watches me, you guys don't have to follow what I say or do what I say, and just because I say something doesn't mean that it's correct or right or the best way to do things. It's simply another perspective. And it's something where I realized that while my life has been a roller coaster with so many ups and downs, first of all, whose isn't? Who doesn't experience that? And now at this point, I've spent about 9, almost 10 years as an entrepreneur. I've had a chance to study from some amazing mentors and people that have taught me so much. I've experienced everything from, making millions, losing millions, living a life of ridiculous luxury to, nearly starving in a third world shantytown. I've experienced a lot, and I've made a lot of mistakes, and I've learned a lot. And along the way, a big part of what's motivated me and helped me to continue to grow and to transform was people that shared their story. Whether that was on YouTube, whether that was a different channel, maybe it was something else entirely, but the people who took the time to really share what was going on, what's going on in their lives, what's going on in their business, challenges that they faced, and how they overcame them. And I realized that this is a time that I can do the same thing. So there's 3 things that I wanted to really share to be able to break down on I guess what is going to be the overall direction of this channel. First of all, the idea is to focus on, look at my notes here because I'm forgetting. I'm sure there'll be a point when I'm super fancy and can just stare at the camera the whole time and it'll look natural and smooth, but that ain't me yet. So there's 3 main directions that I want to be able to take this channel, and these 3 things are the same things I've been pursuing my entire life, and quite frankly, I have every intention of pursuing for the rest of my life, and that is digital marketing, global business, and investments. So it's something where I want to create a channel that focuses on these main things. Digital marketing, for the last 3+ years, I've been specialized in Facebook advertising. I've done also a lot of web development. I've done some Google, lately going into YouTube and email, and I want to continue to expand my expertise and experience in different aspects of making money online. On top of that, in the business niche, that's where I spent most of my time before digital marketing. And that was mostly involved with real estate, with a little bit of oil and gas for about just a little bit less than a year. So I learned a heck of a lot from there. And then finally, investments. Investments is really what excites me the most, yet I understand that there's the investing money and then there's making businesses make money. And while I surrounded myself by investors in my earlier years, I didn't actually know how to make money myself. And that's where I kind of realized I got things a bit backwards. I should learn to make money and then learn how to invest. Either way, across my travels, across my experiences, I can't help but have learned about some amazing investment opportunities, investment strategies, and I want to be able to share that journey, to be able to share that perspective. Again, whether you follow, whether you don't have to do what I'm doing. I'm just going to share that as something that can be, perhaps if nothing else, used to inspire someone with the intention of providing a different perspective of someone else. It can't hurt. And so the idea is that in order to live the happiest, healthiest life that's driven and fueled by purpose, and I know I've been fortunate and blessed enough that I feel that I've had the same purpose since I was a child. I've had the same vision, the same image that has just been driving me for as long as I can remember. And I believe that a lot of people have something that they enjoy, something that they want to do more of, something that just they can talk about it for hours and hours on end and feel like only a few minutes have passed by because they're so enthusiastic about this topic. And one of the things that drives me so much is being able to help people bring that together. And so the way that I see that can happen is if people have an opportunity to focus their attention on what they enjoy and what they're good at, what they're passionate about, and didn't have to have the same challenge and struggle of trying to figure out things such as how to optimize their Facebook pixel, or what kind of retargeting structure should they do in their email funnel, and how their cross-channel remarketing should be structured. Like all these different fancy things of digital marketing, if someone is passionate about, they're a chiropractor and they're passionate about helping people get past pain by cracking backs, or if they're they own a salon and being able to bring out the beauty of a person every single day, like whatever a person's talent or passion or excitement is, the fact is that's often different than the skill of bringing customers through the door or having them purchase from a website. And I see that by being able to simplify it. In the finance world, I understood that finance is intentionally ridiculously complicated, yet it doesn't have to be. It can be broken down in a much more simple way, and that's where I wanted to share here. So overall, I said I'm going to share some value in this video, and the biggest value I guess I could describe from this 9+ years of journeying is success is most certainly a journey, not a destination. It's something where to see the stories of people who have become massively successful. I look up to guys like Meet Kevin and Stephen Graham, and people that they're young, they're millennials just like myself, the same age as me, and they're making just tens of millions and touching millions of lives all over the world. And the fact is, they didn't start out there. They started off in a place and they enjoyed the journey. And the moment that I learned how to actually enjoy the journey and to stay in the moment and to really appreciate that moment, as opposed to living constantly in the future, was when I finally began to bring myself together. Previously, I'm sure I'll talk about this in future videos, I had struggled most of my life with depression, and it got really bad at multiple times. And it's something where, while traveling, I found a lot of people face that. So I say that because something here, this is my first video, I'm super nervous, anxious, and I'm sure this is going to be one of my worst. At least I'm wearing a shirt in this video. I've had half a mind of deleting my previous ones, but I figure, hey, that's part of the journey. I might as well keep it. In fact, I've got probably a dozen or 2 dozen videos I haven't uploaded because where I was, I didn't have Wi-Fi. So maybe at some point I'll find those. I'll dig those up and post them. Anyways, the last piece I wanted to share is, let me get my notes here, is that, yes, the biggest opportunity I see, and the real main driver that I think is going to be the centerpiece of this content, is businesses that succeed at a high level. There's typically a consistent formula between them. Like there's normally something that is consistent. There's 1,000 ways to fail, but really only a handful of ways to succeed. And what I'm seeing is that every business that is succeeding at a high level, they found a way to develop empathy, confidence, and trust with their customers. They found a way to be able to create a message and an offer and to market that in some means, whether it's digital or traditional, that made it to where people wanted to buy and would go and invest or spend whatever money they needed to purchase the thing. And that sounds so simple, yet understanding the psychology, the conversion psychology and the science behind how to do that online, that's been what's driven me for the better part of the last 3+ years. And that's what I want to share here, because I believe that anybody with a business, anyone with an idea, anyone with a plan, anyone with a passion or a goal or a dream that they want to develop, I believe that there is reason and purpose behind that. And if one was able to better articulate their message, to be able to understand the seemingly complicated world of marketing and advertising, and to simplify it to the bare essentials, which is trust, confidence, and empathy. Like they say, know, like, and trust. That is all it really comes down to. And the big question typically is, how do you do that? And that's going to be the topic here on this channel. how to be able to develop those 3 things to make more money from your business, to be able to expand your business into, maybe it's global markets, or to benefit even more people than where you currently are. And then finally, what do you do with that money when you make it? What are some creative ways to invest it? And what are some opportunities that maybe people aren't talking about so much? At this point, I've traveled to about 12, 13-ish countries in the last year and a half, 2 years, and I hang out mostly with millennial entrepreneurs, and I've met business people from all walks of life that are investing in such interesting ways that I'd never heard of before leaving. So either way, that's the long of it. I intended for this to be way, way shorter. Again though, these are the kind of skills I intend to develop along this pathway. So if you've been watching, thank you so much. It really means the world to me that you take the time to watch this video. Please, it would mean the world to me if you'd subscribe to this channel and slap that like button here on this video, just to show me that this is something that you enjoy. I'm Anand, and until next time, bye for now, y'all.